Your mind is running background processes you never authorized. We call these open loops. Anything that's captured your attention but isn't resolved. They're the primary source of cognitive load, basically the low-level anxieties draining your CPU for no good reason.
So what's the target state? Well, there's an optimal condition where all that mental static is gone. It's a state of relaxed, total control. We're aiming for a mind like water.
And that martial arts metaphor is very precise. Imagine a still pond. You throw a pebble in and it responds with the perfect amount of force. Then it returns to calm. It doesn't overreact. It doesn't underreact. This is a state of perfect readiness my browser tabs currently know nothing about.
Now, you don't achieve this state through tension. It's actually the opposite. This is a core principle. Your ability to generate effective power is directly proportional to your ability to relax. When your system is clear, you can finally allocate 100% of your focus to the task at hand. No distractions. So, how do we build this system? The foundational protocol is to externalize everything. You have to get every commitment, every idea, and every single task out of your head. Let's be clear about the hardware's function here. Your brain is a brilliant CPU for having ideas, but it's a terrible storage drive. It's made for processing, not for holding on to unprocessed data. Using your brain as a storage drive is a great way to make brain.exe stop responding. So here's the micro action. Tonight, just set a timer for 15 minutes. Do what's called a mind sweep. Identify every single incomplete item rattling around in your head. Capture all of it in one trusted, objective tool, a notebook, a document, whatever. The key is to then get in the habit of processing that container down to zero, regularly. Okay, once you've captured all these inputs, you need to process them. The second protocol is a really simple but powerful rule for deciding what to do next. It's a critical filter for keeping your momentum. And the rule is just this. If the very next action can be done in 2 minutes or less, you do it the moment you see it. The logic here is just pure efficiency. It honestly takes more energy to store, track, and then reevaluate a tiny task than it does to just execute it on site. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, you defer it to a dedicated list. This simple choice clears out all the noise. Unless you're assembling Swedish furniture, which seems to operate on its own physics. Now, an external system is only useful if you trust it. And you can only trust it if it's current. See, without regular maintenance, you'll just go back to using your head for storage, and all those open loops will creep back in. And that brings us to the real challenge, right? Sustainability. How do you make sure the system stays a complete and accurate reflection of your world week after week? The magic key here is the weekly review. This part is non-negotiable. Once a week, you block out time to process all your inputs, review your lists, and update the entire system. It's got 3 phases. Get clear, get current, and get creative. Think of it as defragging your personal hard drive. Yes, people used to do that. All right, let's make this operational. Here is your initializing command, the single immediate action to begin upgrading your own system. This one question is transformative. It just cuts through all the ambiguity and forces you to be clear. It bypasses procrastination because it makes you define the very next real-world, physical thing you need to do to move a project forward. So, in the next 24 hours, I want you to execute this protocol. Pick one open loop from your mind sweep, just one. Then define the next physical action. See, plan the report is just a vague idea. Open document and draft 3 headlines, that's a physical action. I turn this into a clean PDF plus action worksheet. Link in the description or pinned comment. If this helped you, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more. What's the next step you'll take in the next 24 hours?